Welcome to the second episode of Randomly Supportive. We have spelled the words. Let's go! Is there a concept behind the album?
At the time, tinatapos pa yung road widening ba? Or basta parang pinapaganda yung daan eh. May isang poste na naiwan sa gitna. And I always find it funny kasi nung time na yun, nare-record namin yung album. Ang ginagawa ko, since pandemic nun, sinusundo ko isa-isa. So, fetch ko si Ian muna, Dan Kalumpang. Fetch ko si Deo. Si Don hindi namin makasama dahil at the time, kung hindi ako nagkakamali ay naka-quarantine ka. So, diretso kami kina Ate Zep. And we are blessed that we had the opportunity to record sa Meow City. Zef, hello. Hello.
Hello.
Pinanood ko din yung first episode ng Randomly Supportive as a support to you, our producer. So, pero yun, parang nag-record kami doon. Every time, sunduin ko si Ian. Parang hapon kami nag-start ata eh. Every time susunduin, makikita ko yung poste. I find it so funny. May one time yun eh, parang nagpunta ata kaming SM ni Ian. Bumili kami ng sticks para sa 818. Yung anniversary live online show. Parang nakita ko, nag-joke na lang ako na, I guess I miscalculated things. Yun na mismo, yung pangalan ng album. Kasi nakakatawa eh, parang iniisip namin.
So, wala siyang deeper concept?
Wala, it's just a joke.
It's just
I guess, embodying yung sinabi ni Phoebe Bridgers dati about your best ideas sometimes are your jokes. So, yun, dahil sa poste, medyo, at tamang-tama, since yung team naman ng mga kanta namin about sa pagiging adults, and as an adult, I guess, I could say na lahat tayo ay on the verge of calibration on our every move. So, hindi siya talaga tama yung calculations. Yung poste na yun was really the catalyst kung bakit yun ang naging pangalan ng album.
So that leads me to the second question. What was the entire inspiration of the album?
Mas naging coping mechanism ko lang siguro yung buong album na yun. Yung Mr. Greeting Card dahil napanood ko yung 500 Days of Summer. Yung Goodbye kasi parang... Actually, ngayon ko naalala yung pagsusulat ko ng Goodbye. I tried to make a song using yung Phoebe Bridgers na tuning. The D-A-D-F sharp A-D. Tinry ko lang. Tapos, wala lang, parang nagkikwento ka lang. Something na in my head was just a story. Kasi at that time, wala, hindi ka makalabas eh. Yung Escape, sinulat ko ng Saturday, nirelease kinabukasan. Tapos, lo and behold, biglang chat si Deo, may kanta ko. Yuri na yun, yung song niya. Tapos yung Holidays End, just to make it an EP, may sinulat pa akong isa. At least 5 tracks yun.
So everything were written during the pandemic?
Yeah.
Marami nga rin ako nakita online during the pandemic na gumawa ng music, gumawa ng art, gumawa ng film, everything inside our houses.
Hindi ko lang din na-mention about the songwriting kasi medyo reflection na siya sa buhay mo. We're privileged na yun yung nagawa natin kaysa yung wala tayong nakain, wala tayong natirahan. Sobrang naging privilege. Pero bilang mamamayan na lang din siguro at anak din po ako ng nurse, kailangan nating sumunod ng quarantine. So, besides work, yun na talaga yung naging coping mechanism. May 1 gig per year tayo, oo, tama. Pero ang decision kasi dun, sinabihan kami ni Ian na siguro dapat may mga output na tayo. Tapos parang light bulb moment sa akin yun. To try, at least try. Yun naman lagi, at least try to write a song. Nasulat ko yung Honey ata.
Tapos Ian, I wanted to ask, sabi nila, you started the fire na parang to record songs.
Kasi ang hirap kasi nang pupunta ka sa gig, tutugtog ka ng originals, tapos wala bang makarelate, hindi nila alam kung original ba yun or composition. So sabi ko parang mas maganda kung gawa natin ng record muna, tapos hindi pag inilabas natin, at least pag tugtog natin ng live, meron sigurong mga ilan na nakarinig na sa record, so familiar na sa kanila. Aware na sila na original song yun. Madami tumutugtog ng ganun eh. Madami silang originals pero hindi naman naka-record. So, parang yung lahat ng audio na makukuha mo, puro bootleg, yung mga live video. Mas maganda makonsume ng audience ng studio quality, mga ganun.
When was Spell the Words formed?
Oh, kayo. Oo nga, hindi pala kasi original member si Don.
Donation.
Kini-claim lang niya yun eh. Anyway, na-form yung Spell the Words 2018. Months after graduation ng college. August yun, August. Ang totoong kwento nun ay quit na talaga kami ni Leo sa pagbabanda. Parang...
You guys seem to quit a lot.
Hindi ah. Pangalba pa lang to. Kaya kami nag-quit nun sa pagbabanda. Kasi si Deo magre-review sa boards niya, accountancy. And then, kami naman, parang sobrang tiring naman talaga. May level ng fatigue talaga na binibigay ang pagbabanda. Kaya parang, kaso nung hindi ka na nagbabanda, parang there was a chunk of time, suddenly. Pero may work na rin naman ako nun. Kaya lang parang gusto mo na something to spice things up. Narinig ko ngayon yung peripheral vision ng Turnover. Medyo luma-luma na eh. Medyo narinig ko siya. Tapos sabi ko, ang ganda nito. Parang, at the time, sobrang influence na ako ng 80s. Sobrang narinig ko yung 80s sound. Lalo sa mga atmosphere na. Chinat ko si Deo ngayon. Sabi ko, Deo, gusto mong dumugtog? At the time, parang may fatigue din si Deo sa pagre-review. Bumabalik-balik siya dito. So yun, nag-try kami. Chinat ko si Ian, game. Tapos, si Don kasi, hindi siya makapag-commit kasi hindi na siya nakauwi. So, pero tinanong kita.
Nag-chat
Tinanong kita. Doon na form yung Spell the Words. Nag-jam kami. Tapos, umalis si Roy, dumating si Don, kasama na namin si JD. Marami na nangyari ganun.
Hi, we are Spell the Words and here's the playthrough for Mr. Greeting Card.
Ito na lang 70 CDR kasi feeling ko kahit tanggalin yung rest, nandito na rin yung majority ng sound ko for Spell. Tsaka ang sarap maglaro sa pedal na to dahil punong-puno talaga siya. Ito punong-puno talaga siya. Close second tong delay na NUX duo time. Ang alam ko parang same to sa sa Strymon Dig ata kasi may dual time siya. Pero ito talagang CDR. Talaga CDR.
Tatatlo yung pedal ko eh. I have the cutest board. So, siguro I'll go with MS50G. Just because it's almost like the CDR, pero may siya, may mga noise, may mga drive, may mga distortion. So, sa shoegaze, like yung genre namin, gamit na gamit siya. So, I actually use it first, parang pang boost. Kasi lagi naman ako naka-clean tone. So, I leave the noise up to Vince. So, MS50.
Stay tuned for more Happy Days.
What's the story behind Mr. Greeting Card?
Kaya ako nasabi na ganun kasi si Tom kasi like lahat yung assumption niya yun eh.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, hindi siguro sa kung paano na-draw yung line for him. It's more on how he yung perception niya sa mga bagay. Mas dun siguro magre-revolve kung paano niya naintindihan lahat yan. Dahil at the end of the day, hindi naman niya kayang kontrolin kung anong mararamdaman ni Zoe. Ni Summer.
Yeah.
Tapos hindi naman din niya parang kayang i-impose kung ano yung gusto niya. So at the end of the day, regardless kung ano man yung line na... Kasi para sa akin, yung sinabi ni Summer na ayaw niya na ganito, malinaw na yun na no way. Wala nang mas malinaw dun.
This is already a re-recording of the podcast because last time I was having an anxiety attack during our recording. So I'm sorry about that if I blurted out things.
All cool.
Let's talk about your most memorable show.
Siguro yung launch, yung EP launch.
Santo.
Sa Ryu, nga ba? Iyan?
Yeah, Ryu sa Lucena.
Parang nag-come together yung iba't ibang friend groups namin. As in, nandun lahat, kahit hindi mo ina-expect. Halos punong-puno talaga yung event hanggang labas. Tapos, ang dami din dumayo. Sila Ame, from Naga pa rin, nandun ulit. Sino pa nga ba nandun iyan? Yung mga ibang...
Eiffel from Calm Lake.
Calm Lake. Shoutouts, Calm Lake.
Let's talk about the reference for When Isa Made Sense. What was the reference for that?
Kay Vince ko kasi nalaman yan. Yung kumalat na meme na sinasabi nung kay Isa. May nakalagay.
So, hindi ko pa napapanood yung Bliss. I just saw the meme. And it sparked really something to me. At that time, pagod ako sa work. Nakita ko yung meme na yun. Medyo, sige nga, try. Let's try. At least try. Labi ko nga kanina eh. At least try. Kasi yun, it's funny.
I have watched that. Medyo fan din ako ni Gerald Tarog. So I like, that's a good film, Bliss. And I like Isa Calzado
You
as
should
well.
watch that. It's Holy Week.
Yeah. That's a nice song. I feel like it highlighted Deo's voice.
Yeah. Siguro, kasi every song na sinusulat namin, may deliberate or like may conscious effort to make it something different from the other song. Yung pagsusulat ko nun, kaya ganun siya kabagal. Kasi it's like you're climbing up sa stairs after going sa pagod sa work.
Yeah.
Di ba? Parang ganun siya eh. Tapos yung every time na may riff ko yung pumapasok in my head, nadadapa siguro yung naglalakad, ganun. Pero ganun lang yan. Yung lyrics, it's all rant sa work and more on the perspective na tama si Isa Calzado.
Yeah.
Yun, ganun.
Eto na
Parang
naman.
ganun.
It's kind of the film that's exhausting. It's a good film. Don't get me wrong. But it's the kind of film, for me personally, that it's exhausting. Kasi paulit-ulit yung nangyayari sa kanya. Just like, if you guys have watched the original of Series of Unfortunate Events, that one is also exhausting for me mentally. We have spelled the words and they're gonna have a playthrough of When Isa Made Sense live at the Rough Road Studios. tell me how Goodbye was written?
So,
Did you write Goodbye?
So, nung sinulat ko yung Goodbye, parang kakatapos ko lang mag-fanboy, like literally a fanboy of Phoebe Bridgers. Na, bagong pakinig ko pa lang yung Punisher, which is by the way, a chef's kiss. Sobrang ganda. Eh, may ginagamit siyang tuning dun. And parang nag-prompt siya naging writing prompt siya sa akin to write a song on that alternative tuning. Kasi kami standard naman yung mga ginagamit namin tuning. That was the only song. Well, Goodbye and Escape was the only song sinulat namin on alternative tuning. Tapos parang nung sinusulat ko siya, it's like I'm depicting a story. Ang thought process ko kasi, to be honest, wala talaga siyang... Alam mo yung parang nanonood ka ng movie. Pag nagsusulat ako ng song, parang nanonood ng movie, hindi mo alam kung saan siya pupunta. And you're just writing. And later on, marirealize mo na, oh, ito na yung ending nito. It's like someone na, oh, ito na yung ending niya. I'm just letting, mas madaling salita, medyo weird mang sabihin, pero hindi talaga establish yung direction na pupuntahan ng kanta na sinulat ko siya. Parang, as the line goes by, mas doon ko nakikita yung story na pupuntahan. Like in my head, that's the movie it's going. Parang that's, kung yung movie man siya, kasi ganun lagi yung thinking ko, paano kaya akong pelikula doon? Parang doon pupunta yung movie. So, ganun. Ikaw, nung sinulat natin yung Lucy, ano yung thoughts mo doon? Kasi sobrang, nung pinakita sa amin ni Deo yung audio record niya sa Messenger, sobrang magulo. Kasi nga walang drums, it's like his guitar only. Biglang papasok yung kundiman. Pero hindi natin siya alam na kundiman at the time. Kasi nung pinarinig sa atin, parang hindi mo pa alam na yun eh. Binilang lang natin, tas ako na lang yung nagsabi kay nabagay ko na lang kay Ian na baka pwedeng parang basically hindi kami technical musicians. We just do wini-wing lang namin every time. Tapos yung parang okay to ah.
So parang yun lang yung way ko to properly say goodbye. Kasi nung time na yun, actually magpa-practice pa kami nun bago ko sabihin sa kanila na yung palis na ako. So,
ganun yung ginawa mo.
Doon kami kay Mang Dave. Nakalamang Dave kami actually.
Tapos?
Nakalamang Dave kami. Tapos, magpa-practice pa kami with, may dala pa si Vince na set list. Like always. Lagi naman kami prepared. So, tapos pagkasabi ko nun, tas yun.
Well, I just also wanted to mention, it's late in my life. Sorry about this. It's late in my life that I discovered you guys and I listened to your songs and it grew into me. So, that was my third favorite song.
It's never
too late for everything.
Never too late. Pero ito for everything. Nung tumutog yung spell doon, ang unang-unang kung gusto kong pasalamatan ay ang Calm Lake Records. Because during the time, we were under Calm Lake Records. Like, kina Mark, kina Jed, mga kaibigan namin sa Calm Lake. Lahat yan. We were under Calm Lake Records when the Mass of the Fermenting Dregs happened. When we got the invite, we were so stoked to the point na hindi kami makapaniwala of all the bands there. Kami napili. To be honest, may song, yung When Isa ata yun eh, no? Yung inulit pa namin kasi nagkamali kami sa second floor ng most to ha. Sobrang, I mean, pero nevertheless. Paper Lantern. Paper Lantern. So, nung time na yun, parang, actually, hindi kasi yung set namin yung tumatak sa akin eh. It was Masudori talaga. Ang galing talaga nila. Hindi kami makapaniwala na 3 lang sila eh. Diba? Yun talaga yung siguro yung mas experience na makapanood ng ganun. And privilege na lang yung makatugtog kami, front act kami sa kanila. So yun, I guess. Ako, for me, it's a very fun and memorable gig.
One thing I learned about you guys, si Deo nagsabi sa akin ito na, if ever what happened during that time, you guys are okay with it. Just like the past recording. Diba? I feel like I failed so hard. And nag-usap kami ni Deo during the gig, nag-heart kami. Like, sabi ko, do you think na should I do another recording or not? So, sabi niya, Ate Jal, it's all alright. Parang ganyan. Sa spell daw, kung ano yung mangyari, maging output during the time, that's all right. Parang ganun.
Eh, like, pag maling-mali talaga. Pero, pag tingin natin, ano na siya yung parang nininitpick mo na.
Yeah.
At saka, most of the time, pag nangyari na, okay na kami. Parang we're so used to be honest, we're so used to mistakes. No?
Nasanay na tayo dun.
Like, ano yung gig natin, wala tayong mali? Lahat, di ba? Lahat may mali. Lahat.
Meron.
Wala kaming ever perfect.
The recording, the playthrough.
Nagkamali din kami. True testament lang yun na sa tagal na namin magkakasama, parang okay na sa amin na hindi perfect. Parang tanggap na namin na hindi perfect. As yung title nga ng aming EP, talagang miscalculations ang lahat.
Let's talk about the farewell show. How was it? I know I was there, but I want to ask you, how was it for you?
Ano din eh, parang siguro hindi pa sa akin nag-sink in up to the last 30 minutes bago kami bago mag-start yung event, at least. Nung nandun ako, medyo chill na. Pero in my head, I won't deny na ang mas pinipicture ko sa isip ko ay at least mabibigyan namin ng ending yung ginawa naming project for the past 7 years. Mas yun. Kasi tingin ko naman, tulad ng sabi ni Deo dati, parang kaya din siya kasi tinanong ko siya dati nung nag-abroad na siya. Bakit kaya hindi ka nagbubuo ng banda dyan? Parang feeling ko naman dami natugtog dyan. And he said na parang kami lang pala yung gusto niya kabanda. Na-realize daw niya. Akala daw niya it's about the music, but kami lang pala yung gusto niya kabanda. And I realized na yung Spell the Words, despite it ended, was really a true testament of how our friendship works. Or like, siya yung talagang ganito kami ka-tight as friends. So, nevertheless, nung nangyari na lahat yan, na mag-end na, mas nandun ako sa pasasalamat for the past 7 years. Pasasalamat sa kanila, magkakasama pa rin kami until now. And I guess, hanggang tumanda na siguro kami. Ano lang din eh, parang Spell the Words was like, it was the key. Nabuksan pa yung mas malalim na friendship namin through yung banda. Kaya, it's a fitting goodbye or farewell sa ilang taon na magkakasama kami dun sa banda na yun.
Yeah. To end in a lighter note.
Si Don, naiiyak siya eh, yung set.
Dahil nung set kasi,
Legit?
ay, ano lang, siguro sa loob-loob ko lang.
Emotional. You're emotional. Why?
Kasi, yun na lang uli yung time na nakasama namin sa Deo tumugtog. Tsaka, yun na rin yung last.
Hindi, mag-jump pa rin naman tayo ni Deo pag umuwi, pero...
Kumbaga, end na nung Spell the Words sa music scene. So, yun. Pero okay naman. Nung Pauli, enjoy na.
Yeah.
Gusto ko lang din i-add na despite na, syempre, mabigat din sa amin yung ending, pero I'd rather have a beautiful ending. Yun talaga yung ano kayo. Diba? Beautiful ending talaga. A good chapter in our lives.
I want to congratulate you for the 7 years. That was a lot of work.
Yeah.
Even though, like...
A lot of laughters as well.
Even though hindi siya like in a band form, everything that's happening in 7 years, diba? Lahat yun. A lot of work. So, I wanna congratulate you.
Biktima pala kami ng 7-year itch.
How about you?
Ako habang tumutugtog, parang kinikilabutan ako.
Totoo?
Kasi alam mo, medyo naninigas na yung braso ko. Alam parang ito na yung final.
Final show.
Nasa harap ko silang tatlo, yung mga kasama ko din na nagsimula.
Iba rin nga pala yung POV ng isang drummer. Kita mo lahat. Nasa unahan mo lahat.
How about you, Dave?
Nakasama nito mga to eh.
Aww.
Tapos ito na.
Di kasi namin lagi nakikita yung reactions ni Ian eh. More on masaya ako na nagkaroon pa rin kami ng chance na tumugtog ulit. So, masaya ako.
Tsaka meron bang one final show pag uwi mo?
Hi, we are Spell the Words and here's a playthrough of Lucy live at Rough Road Studios.